Howdy folks, this here is a new age you're advertising. We don't read newspapers no more. We don't even read the billboards on side street no more. Supercomputers rule the world. Algorithms introduce you to new ideas, and I'm here this week to tell you about a magical new tool of how to run your Facebook ads like never before. All you need to do is watch this here video, and I'll be telling you everything you need, introducing you to every new secret to make your money-making dreams come true. So let's get straight into it. First things first, if you want to run successful Facebook ads, you're going to need a business account, and you're going to have to install your Facebook Pixel. Enter your Facebook Ads Manager. You'll see 4 tabs: Account Overview, Campaign, Ad Sets, and Ads. The Account Overview tab shows you a general overview of your Facebook ads. Once you start running ads, you'll see a quick performance overview and the most important statistics there, such as reach, spend, and clicks. Think of your campaigns as folders for your ads. Your ad sets are subfolders of your campaigns, while ads are what run to the actual feed. So let's create a new campaign. Click the Campaign tab and the plus Create button on the top left. Facebook offers 2 types of campaign creation systems. We'll use Quick Creation. If it's your first time making an ads campaign, you'll probably start with the guided creation interface. If that's what you see right now, then go ahead and click Switch to Quick Creation, which is just on the top right over here. Now you're in the Quick Creation interface. It looks something like this. The Quick Creation interface lets you rapidly create new campaigns or add new ads to existing campaigns. The campaign is where we're going to store all the ads for that product. One campaign for one product. Remember, it's like a folder. We can easily duplicate these ad sets within this campaign and just change one variable for testing purposes. Once you have lots of products in your store, this kind of organization will let you access all of the different ad sets quickly. Okay, let's get a naming system sorted out. It's important to stay organized because you're going to be coming back to this every day to check on your ads. And if you understand exactly what's going on within each ad, then it's going to save you time later on. So you want campaign name and then in brackets product name. Ad set name in brackets product name. Optimization method, genders, age range, languages, countries, networks, devices, audience, and then an ad name, product name, and ad type. I mean, that's getting really specific. You could just keep that to a limited few of those variables. It probably will save you a lot of time in the future. So let's say I was going to sell a product, maybe, I don't know, a shower head. So I'm creating a simple single image ad, and I'll be targeting men and women aged 25 and older. So they'll be speaking English and they'll be in the top 5. USA, Canada, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. And in terms of interest, I'll be targeting home improvement and eco-friendly. But the Facebook algorithm is so powerful and intuitive that you could even put in something like shower, and it would definitely find people who are interested in buying a new shower head. I mean, it's kind of freaky and gross, but it works. My optimization method is going to be purchase, and I'll be targeting only mobile users on Facebook and Instagram. I'd name my campaign like this. Leave your buying type on auction, then set your campaign objective to conversions. The campaign objective is really important, otherwise you're going to be showing your ad to the wrong type of person. We can leave the A/B test, it's a bit out of scope for this tutorial, but we'll come back to it in future videos. Campaign budget optimization is an absolute game changer. For most accounts it's enabled by default, but if it's not, just make sure you tick it on. The ad set name would be showerhead /purchase /male and female 25+, and then I'd include English, USA, Aussie, New Zealand, Canada, UK, Facebook and Instagram, mobile, shower, just to keep everything absolutely organized. The ad name would be showerhead image ad. Not only is this going to save you time, but it probably will save you money in the long run because you're going to know exactly how you're targeting each ad set. So in the future, once you've done this 30 times, you're not going to go back and make accidentally the same ad that you've already run. You can have a look at exactly what interests, which sex, which areas you're targeting to, and you won't duplicate them by mistake and spend twice as much money as you need to. After you've set all of this up, just click Save Draft and that'll take you to the next step. Set up your ad set like it owes you money. Keep it absolutely wound tight. The next interface is where you edit your campaigns, ad sets, and ads. On the left-hand side, select your newly created ad set and click the pencil icon, or Edit tab. Now we can start creating our ad set. you'll notice that the interface is made up of different panels. There's the ad set name, conversions, audience definition, dynamic creative, and estimated daily results. The ones right here at the center of the screen can and should be configured for your ad to work properly. The panels over here on the right, audience definition and estimated daily results, show you what Facebook predicts your results to be. So our ad set name looks all good. Now we can configure the conversions. So for conversions, select website, then select your purchase conversion pixel. If you haven't set up your purchase or conversion pixel just yet, then click create pixel and Facebook should be able to walk you through. So for budget and schedule, we can skip the dynamic creatives and the offer panel. Let's just configure the budget. We'll be running the ads on a daily budget. Probably just keep it small to start at like $5 USD a day. And as you go forward, you can just check back every day and see if it's performing well. And this is where you can scale by increasing your budget. And obviously, if it's not doing well, then just delete the ad set. So whichever locations you've chosen, that's going to be when it starts your ad. So always go for midnight tomorrow. And for the end date, you can either choose a date or just keep them going ongoing. So I guess that's a personal preference depending on how often you think you're going to be checking back on this. Okay, audiences. So seeing as we're using a new product, we can skip custom audiences. I mean, it doesn't take long to set up anyway. And for locations, as we said earlier, you're going to want to target the big 5. It's going to be a really easy start for a beginner. Later on, you can start targeting to other audiences. The big 5 have just got the most spending power in the English-speaking world. If you want to target to anywhere else, be my guest. But for me, I'm just targeting to the big 5 because I speak English. As I've said in many videos before, people who are under the age of 25 don't really have disposable income, so I probably wouldn't be targeting ads to them. Unless you're selling like teen fashion items or you're some sort of marketing genius. Otherwise, I don't know why you're watching my videos. I mean, props to you. As for sex, you can go with all, or depending on your product, you want to just use your intuition here and figure out who is more likely to buy your product, male or female. Finally, just select English all for languages. This will make sure you're covering the entire Big 5 market. Okay, audience interests. This tab is where you're going to separate people who are entirely disinterested in your product to people who are probably really interested and probably need or want your product. Like, it's really important to get this bit right. This is going to take a little bit of time and patience to get your head around. You can duplicate all of these ads and switch out the interests and run a bunch of different tests to figure out your product and your interests and who exactly is going to want to buy it. And you're going to want to keep all of this organized in your folders. See, it all comes back, baby. Loops. So you want to enter these in detailed targeting. So in terms of interest, it's going to be what's relevant to your product. Think newspapers, blogs, influencers, websites, chains, brands, and other businesses in the niche you're targeting. Your ideal audience is already following businesses and brands like these. So target those brands and businesses to find your ideal audience. Now here's a pro tip. Audiences are very important, but it's never really going to be perfect, and you could spend hours and hours trying to figure out exactly who's going to buy. Probably going to save you time if you just pick a few and do a bunch of tests, and then you can iterate and change as you get more feedback through the data. To top it off, make sure you always have online shopping as one of your must also match audience filters. Ideally, your audience should be around 2 to 10 million people. This is going to make it easier to scale in the future. The general rule of thumb is the more narrow it is, the more targeted your audience is, and the broader, the less targeted your audience is. And that's all dependent on if you've got your interests right. So yeah, just up here on the right hand side is potential reach. It's not always obvious that it's changing with your inputs, so just check back every now and again as you change those inputs to see the reach that it's hitting. You also, when you're starting off, don't want to stack interests. Just pick one interest and then duplicate the ad, and then you can test those ads and see which interests are doing best. And then you can compound all the best performing interests into one ad, and obviously delete the failing interests. Now on to placements. Automatic placements is going to display your ad wherever it can be included within any of the placements, but it's up to you to go through and tailor what you think your ad will do best within. You know, you might not want to put it in stories, you might want to, but you know, test and see what works for you. But not every platform is going to give you the best results. That's why I choose FlexTape. Edit placements. First rule with placements, don't use desktop, just use mobile. Desktop is going to give you a much higher CPC, or cost per click, and yeah, you don't want that. So because we're using custom placements, we're going to have to go through and pick which ones we think will do best. So for a first product, first time, first beginner, I'd probably go the Instagram feed, the news feed, and the group feed. People are gravitating towards those placements anyway. They're the primary uses for the app. Like Facebook groups is probably the most popular part of Facebook right now, and the Instagram feed is where everybody's going. So you want to put your ad front and center to where people are more likely to be anyway. Optimization and delivery. This is where you set the goal of your ads. In dropshipping, we're going to want conversions. If you select anything else, it's going to show your ad to people who are less likely to convert, and that's just a complete waste of money. For conversion window, select 1 day after clicking. This is going to work well with dropshipping products that are likely to just fly out the door. But if it's something larger that people are going to have to think about more, like a blender, then set it to 7 days. Leave the rest of the settings to defaults, and boom! Now that the ad set is done, we're going to have to fill it up with ads. So check out the next video, come back next week if you're going to want to find out how to make an absolute killer ad copy. I mean, I'm not that good at ad copy, but like, you might learn something. So, you know, subscribe, hit the bell, come back next week. All right, anyway, have a good day.